Going to hit start here. So tonight's practice is about a healthy spine. So we're going to be doing manipulations of the spine, which there's 5 movements, right? There's lateral stretching, so 1, 2. There's back bending, there's forward bending, and then there's twisting. And so that is our practice, is doing that that sequence of going from side bend to a back bend to a forward bend to a twist. And we'll repeat that through 3 different sequences tonight. So the way we start tonight is lying face down on your belly with your hands stacked under your forehead. We call it crocodile pose. So right away, I'm putting you in control and giving you full responsibility to gauge whether postures I offer you are the best fit for your body. Meaning right now, if lying on your belly brings more discomfort than comfort, then you could roll over to your back and start in Shavasana. So notice how you're holding yourself, whether there's any kind of tensing up, lifting, doing the work. See if you can let your body kind of sink into your mat, to the floor. So we want to have this sense of feeling held. You are safe in this space. And when you feel safe, then it's easier to let go. So let the body soften. Draw your attention to your breath. One way I like to start this way is your belly is on the floor. And when you breathe, you can feel your body's breathing in and breathing out. You can feel the lift and fall of your abdomen and chest. So tune in to the sensations of your body breathing. And all I ask for the next minute is you're going to watch your body breathe. It sounds simple, but your mind is going to be the enemy here tonight. And it's going to ask things of you. And your work is to notice your thoughts, then take a breath, let the thought go, come back to feeling your body breathing. So we think of the thoughts are like waves in the ocean, right? They're all over the place. It's continuous. So it's not that you're trying to stop thinking. We need an anchor. And so our anchor in our ocean of thoughts is your breath. Your breath is here and now. So when your mind pulls you away, you take a breath, you come back to the strength of your anchor, the feel of your body. That is the practice. Give yourself a break from yourself, from your thoughts. About 3 more breaths. Take a full breath in through your nose. A long breath out through your mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale deeply as if you could from your toes to the crown of your head. And then exhale from the crown back to those toes. Now take the deepest breath in, fill your body up. Now you hold your breath. You hold it in. You wait for that bit of silence, that gap, that space. For 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth and let it go. Beautiful. From here, slide your right knee up towards your right elbow. Then see if you can slide your right elbow to touch your right knee. So this is like banana asana on your back. So we're looking for that lateral stretch down the left side of your body. It might be fairly gentle for some. We're just starting the practice. Try to keep your hips down, your chest down. You could turn one ear to your mat. Maybe you turn the head away from the bent knee so you get a stretch down the right side of your neck. You try it on. If it doesn't fit, you take it off. So those that are new to the practice, yin is also about time, but I'm the timekeeper. I can't guarantee I'm a very good timekeeper. I do my best, but I do time them with my watch. Most postures are 3 to 5 minutes long. So you let go of thinking of how long. Feel what you're feeling in your body. Choose that to be what you pay attention to. Send your breath into any tension you feel. We're going to stay like this for 1 more minute. There's going to be moments where your ocean is quite tumultuous, a lot of waves, a lot of thoughts, and there will be other points where it's quite calm, right? So when the sea gets rough, you breathe more, you focus more there. When things are calm, just let the breath drift. Just another breath or 2 here. Okay, take 1 big breath in together. We always exhale in the pose. And then slowly bring your upper body back into that neutral spine. So forehead at the top of your mat. Straighten your right leg back out. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So hands under the forehead. You slide the left knee up first. Then think of a side bend. So we're trying to think of a little crescent banana shape down the right side of your body. So you try to take the left shoulder, left elbow towards that left knee. Then maybe you turn your head away from that bent knee, so looking to the right. Last minute here. And what this practice teaches you is where you do live in your head, what type of thought process you're constantly on. So whether you're caught in the past, you're always thinking ahead, you're a worrier, right? Or a planner. So you get to know a whole lot about where you are right now in that head. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Slowly walk the upper body back to neutral. Straighten the left leg out beside the right. Slide your hands, your elbows forward. So we want to bring our elbows up underneath our shoulders. So we're going to point our toes. We come into our back bend. So the second way that the spine can move is this way, right? So opening the front of the body while we strengthen the back body. So come on up when you're ready on those forearms. Press the forearms down, but then send the elbows in towards your body a bit and see if you can broaden across your chest. The neck is the concern in this one, that if you have any issues with the neck, the longer you're here, sometimes the more you start thinking way too hard about, oh my gosh, I got to get out because my neck. So you have a block. You could bring the block under your forehead at any time to rest it. If you want a little more support and you have a bolster, you can bring it underneath the belly, the chest. A little body scan to notice if you're tensing up, right? Just like when we were lying flat, we want things to be softening, not active. Yin is about letting go. So are your glutes active? Your quads? Is your jaw? Can you let your lips part? Soften around the eyes. Do you have any judgments or attachments to this type of posture? There will be postures you love and there'll be postures you don't really like at all. It's the ones you don't like are usually the ones that your body needs the most. But regardless of how you attach to this one, the response is just to breathe. Keep choosing your breath. So we're approaching the halfway mark. This is more than fine, more than enough, right? You could stay like this, or seal would be your option for the second half. So it's 2.5 minutes of straightening your arms, pressing the floor away. There is a little outward rotation of your hands, the top corners of your mat. When you go up, your shoulders might try to go too. So you drop the shoulders down and you plug the shoulder blades on your back. You can always come back down to Sphinx if seal becomes too much. There should never be any pain. We're not here to endure pain. We're not trying to just get through this. Tension, work, yes, but no pain. No, you can come out if you need to and come back into the posture. We have just over a minute here to breathe. So some that want to go deeper, you walk your hands in closer if you're in seal. Those that are struggling to stay, maybe you take this last 45 seconds in Sphinx. Deepen your next 5 breaths. Ready? Together, let's breathe in. Together, let's breathe out. My seals land in Sphinx first. And then everyone together, wing your elbows out. Come back to that crocodile pose, stacking your hands under your forehead. We want to bring movement in, so bend your knees, bring your feet in the air, and just wave your feet side to side. Just wipering those legs, getting movement in that lower back. When you feel like you worked out the kinks, let your feet flop back to your mat, slide your hands under your shoulders. We'll do another little flow, a cobra flow, so your your hands are by your shoulders, but a little slightly farther back, and your elbows draw in along your ribs. Again, send the toes straight back behind you. Take a breath with your forehead on your mat. Open your mouth, let some heat out, it's warm in here. And then take your first cobra, just a gentle lift of the heart. So you press into your hands, somewhat take the bend out of your arms to come up. And then exhale, lower back down. Your chin comes to your chest, your forehead lands. We'll do 2 more of those. So inhale, press up, shoulders down and back. Exhale, lower down. Okay, one more time. Inhale, up to your cobra. This time, shift your hips back. Let's go child's pose. So this should feel pretty darn good on that lower back. That's my judgment, right? Maybe child's pose is your nemesis. If it is, you could be on your back with your knees to your chest. If you're good here, widen your knees to the outer corners or outer edges of your mat, big toes touch. Grab something for comfort, maybe a bolster, a block that goes under the belly, the chest, or the forehead. So this is your first forward bend. Whether you know it or not, you can probably tell what we're stretching here, right where we were just working, that lower back. And if I was allowed to come touch you and just give you a little press on that lower back, it's exactly where we want to sink and feel space. Can you find any resistance in your body here? Are you holding yourself up? If there's any shoulder issues, you can put your hands towards your feet, take some weight off. The body is quiet and still. Not only is this a stretch for the back, it's also a stretch for your ankles, the tops of your feet, your knees, your armpits, your chest, upper back. If your belly rests on your thighs, there's a little bit of a massage of the abdomen, which aids in digestion as well. So there's a lot going on. We're halfway through this posture. There'll come a point in the posture that it becomes work, whether it's mental work or physical work. There'll be a point where you're ready to come out, and that's when it begins for you. It becomes a choice. Again, if there's pain, we don't stay. But if it's boredom or a lot of feeling happening, just stay. Just breathe a little longer. Just over a minute to go. Five more breaths. One full body breath in. One full body breath out. If your hands are by your feet, sweep them forward. Draw yourself up to tabletop. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. We want to get off our knees. We want to take our feet in the opposite direction. Take a little walk of your dog, maybe pedaling one heel at a time towards your mat. Work out any kinks that might be up in the hip area by wagging your tail. Maybe a little press of your heart towards your thighs. We'll take a little flow here just before we're still again. So with an inhale, pull forward to high plank. With an exhale, put your knees down, tabletop. With your inhale, sway your belly, look up into cow. With an exhale, child's pose. So you're round like you're going into cat, but then you sink back. Let's do that again. Inhale up, tabletop. Toes under, downward facing dog. High plank, we float forward. Tabletop as you exhale. Sway the belly, lift the heart, the eyes and tail cow. Round like you're going into a cat stretch, but sit back on your heels, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, float to table. Downward dog, we send those hips high. High plank, because why not? A little work. Knees down, exhale. Chest lifts, tail to cow. Exhale, round, sink back, last child's pose. Tabletop, breathe in. Down dog, we stay there. Okay, so separate your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So here's this fifth movement. We call it a twist. So from here, your left hand is going to reach for your right ankle. You're going to bend more of that left knee so you're leaning a bit over to the left. Pull your chest out away from the thighs and then reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Beautiful. And this is your pose. Now, that right arm could wrap around your back. So it's like a half bind. So your fingers are reaching for your left hip crease. You're holding on to that ankle. This isn't one of our longer postures. Don't worry. We don't do a whole lot of standing up in our yin practice. But keep kind of bending into the left. Keep pressing through that right outer edge of your foot. Keep trying to turn your chest open towards the ceiling. I taught a beginner class last night, and to get people to get that shoulder open, I used the old laser beam, the nipple to the ceiling, and nearly had the men crying, laughing, and I guess I've been using it so long I didn't think it was funny anymore, but they did. So we're trying to laser beam the right nipple towards the ceiling right now. That's the direction. Maybe close your eyes, just breathe. We want another 30 seconds like this. When you think you can't, you say, I can, and you choose that next breath, and you just stay a little longer. And then you choose the next breath, one breath at a time. You ready? If you have the half bind, with an inhale, reach the right arm up. With an exhale, close that door, drop the right hand down. We walk the right hand to the left ankle. We bend the right knee this time. We press to the outer edge of the left foot, pull your heart out, and then we twist. So the pulling out of the heart is for length, because we need length before we twist, because we can hurt that back if we don't do this. So length, then the twist. Maybe the half bind by wrapping the left arm around the back. Then you attach that laser beam. I don't know why I think of Austin Powers here, but we laser beam the left nipple up towards the ceiling. And then we keep breathing. We keep twisting. So good. Happy spine equals happy mind, right? There's a connection. We want to release all that's stuck in each vertebrae, between each vertebrae. Use your breath. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. If you're in the half bind, inhale, reach the left arm up. Close that door, hand to the mat. Slowly bring your hands under your shoulders. Just take a little halfway lift. So just tense your fingers, pull your heart out, or bring your hands up your shins. And then exhale, chin to chest, folding over those legs. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, pull your heart out. Exhale, fold into yourself. Okay, 1 more time, halfway lift. And then walk back out to downward facing dog as you exhale. Step those feet in, hip width apart. Take a full breath in. Maybe head low, open your mouth wide, let it go. 2 more like that, fill up. Empty out. Okay, last big breath. Put your knees on your mat. So that was your first sequence of those 5 manipulations of the spine. And now here's your second one. And I haven't done this posture very much. So we're going to do this together. It's called gate pose. You're going to take your right leg out to the right. Then you'll come standing up on your left knee. So if anyone has knee issues, feel free to roll up your mat a bit so that that left knee is happy. So this is the lateral stretch, right? We're going down the left side of the body. So what you do is slide the right hand down your right shin. And you inhale, lift the left arm up. And we're just going to lean over to that right. So we're looking for that pull from the ribs to the hips. You could always rest your hand on the back of your head if this is too much work. You could slide the hand up the thigh if you need less. You kind of gauge it. Your body's going to tell you what's enough, what's too much, and what's too little. Your job is to listen. We move in breath by breath, never forcing it. As time goes on, you might find, ooh, there's a little more space, and you move into that new space. If it becomes too much, you could always come out of that space. So notice where your laser beam is pointed. If it's at the floor, oops, pull it back up. We want that left shoulder rolling open. We want chest open here, so nipple to ceiling. You've got this. It's just another minute. These ones aren't long. If your neck starts to go, what do? You look down. Don't look up. Let the neck drop. Let the chin drop. Gaze to the mat. Maybe your right big toe. 30 seconds. That's 5 breaths. Right, I guess this sucks for the people near the wall tonight. This is one of these moments. Darn it. Okay, there's 3 breaths. Okay, how do we get out? We want to come back up with an inhale. So you just sweep that arm up and then the hand comes down. Slide that right knee and we go right into the other side so the left leg kicks out. So I notice what people are doing with the left foot or the extended leg. We want that foot to stay parallel towards, I guess, well, now you've all changed directions, but off to the side. The toes are pointing the same way your hips are. Then slide the left hand down your left thigh and then lift your right arm up. Maybe there's more range of motion on this side, maybe there's not. Just breathe into what's there. Maybe eyes low, maybe eyes high. So the idea is to get into those nooks and crannies that you might not ordinarily touch, right? Places that you don't usually stretch, and maybe just a quick stretch after a workout or something. And these are those places that hold that stress, that tension that might affect other places in your body. Pulling, tugging. We want to let this space get bigger, more open, so we can have new experiences. You've got this. If this is really new for you, just explore it. No judgment. Let the feels happen. There's 50 seconds. Remember, top hand can be just resting on the back of your head. Your elbow could be bent. There's 30 seconds. 5 breaths. Ten seconds. You ready? Next inhale, you sweep the arm up, come up. Bring the hand down, slide the foot, knee in, tabletop, let that go. You might want to give your feet a little tap on the floor. You might want to go downward facing dog right now and get off those knees. You choose what works, because know the next posture, you are on those knees. So for this moment, what do you need, right? You know you best. Take what you need, leave behind what you don't. Work out the kinks, add a little movement. It could be cat-cow. It could be a little downward facing dog press. So we move from our lateral stretch to our back bend. So when you're ready, put those knees on your mat. It's a big one, everybody. Separate your feet. Sit back between your feet. So if you're lucky to be by a wall, this is now opportunity to use the wall to rest on. We're going back. So when you sit like this, how are your knees? How are your feet and ankles? If you sit like this and your bum's not on the floor and you have a block, bring it underneath you or a cushion. This might be your pose, sitting just like this, getting a stretch for the feet, the knees. But if possible, walk your hands back behind you, so then we add that back bend. You could drop to a block, a bolster, your forearms. Some will go completely flat. There's no wrong answer here. If you feel the pull in your hip flexors, your quads, and again, you can use walls if you want them. If you have any knee or ankle issues, you could straighten that leg. You could make this just fish. It's still a back bend. Do you want anything else to lean on? So again, watch that neck. If your neck gets sore, tuck your chin to your chest. Just keep your gaze forward. Where's your attention? What's that thought? Take a breath and just set it free. Let it float. Come back to your anchor. Breathe. Check in with the face, the lips, let them go. Soften your jaw. If your eyes are closed, you've got a gaze point, third eye. If your eyes are open, set them on one place that's not moving. There's your halfway mark. What's showing up? Physically, emotionally. What's there tonight? Are you itching to get out? Don't scratch the itch. Take the next breath. It's a minute. You've got this. We practice learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable because we don't like it. We like to stay in our box where it's cozy and warm. But change doesn't happen in that box. We got to step outside it. So we practice on our own selves, stepping out of our box and knowing we're okay even when we're uncomfortable. Take 5 breaths. Two deep breaths. And it's done. Together, one inhale. Open your mouth, let that one go. Support the head with one hand if you're all the way back. Other hand presses into the floor. Come up, chin to chest, tabletop. Maybe give your feet a little love. Tap them on your mat. Wag your tail. Get the blood flowing in whatever feels a bit stuck or sleeping. So from our back bend, we need a good forward bend. So when you're ready, you walk your knees towards your hands. We cross shin over shin, separate the feet, sit between them, pull your legs out long. Remember, I practice this shit on myself, so I know what you're feeling. I do it because I know. I want to know what you're going to feel. Okay, you're right where you need to be. The legs are straight. So we go into our full forward fold. So what you need to fold forward, bring it out in front of you. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. And then fold forward out over those legs. So now there's the back side of the body opening up again. Tuck your chin to your chest. Drop your forehead down. Support yourself. So a block maybe between your thighs and your forehead. Let your arms flop. No need to use them here. You're like ragdoll over those legs. How are you holding here? Even check in with your fingers, your hands, your toes. Sometimes we don't even know we're holding on or we're resisting. Soften every ounce you can. We're already halfway through this one. One last minute here. Notice if it's begun or it began long ago. Just take that next breath and let it go. We're almost there. Five big breaths. Deepen those last two. And then slowly with an inhale, leave the posture behind, come back upright. So we finish our second manipulation of the spine with a twist. So you bend your right knee, bring your right heel in towards your body. We want to sit tall, so there's that length in the spine. Your left arm is just going to wrap around your right knee, and your right hand will land about a foot behind your right hip. Take a breath to lift your chest, lift the crown of your head, and then pull your belly button in and start to rotate from the belly, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder, and then maybe look over that right shoulder. So the deeper twist is to take the left elbow to the outside of your right knee, and you just kind of press your Fingers to the ceiling, your palm towards the logo wall. Try not to collapse into the upper back. Tune into your breath. And just take a moment to wring that body out. Remember, again, the neck. If it's looking over the shoulders too much, your gaze could be off to the side, or you could even stay forward. You're in this one for about 90 seconds. With each breath, you lift the crown of the head. And with each exhale, it's like wringing that wet cloth out. You kind of give everything a squeeze internally. Just 5 more breaths. Deepen those last 2. And then we come out of it the opposite end. So first the gaze comes forward, then the shoulders, then the ribs, then the belly. Straighten that right leg out. We just switch sides so the left heel draws in towards your body. The right arm will wrap around that left knee. The left hand sort of like your kickstand right behind the left hip. A breath to set it up to lengthen the spine. And then the exhale takes you into the twist, starting from the bottom, the belly, and then we turn and the twist comes all the way up to the crown of the head, looking over the left shoulder. Opportunity to use that right elbow as a little more resistance to go in deeper, or just keep hugging that knee. There's some that love twists. There's others that just find it darn right uncomfortable, right? Doesn't matter which one you are, same response. Just keep breathing. We're almost there. There's less than 30 seconds. Inhale the length. Exhale the twist. Three breaths. Ready? Big breath in. Twist a little more as you exhale. And then come out from the top to the bottom. So the gaze forward, shoulders, ribs, belly. Straighten that left leg next to the right. And now we lie down. We come into that neutral spine. Take a moment. Lie flat. Nothing but your hands flat by your sides, your feet too. How are you? What's that body feel like at this point in your practice? So we got our third and final sequence of manipulating the spine. So remember Banana Asana on your belly. Now we do it on our back. So sweep your arms over your head. Your legs stay long, but you start to walk your feet over to the right. Then you make a choice. You could clasp elbow to elbow over your head. You could interlace your fingers like Yoga Mudra. Start to make that banana shape so you start to walk your shoulders over to the right too, but keeping your left shoulder and your left hip on your mat. So there's that banana shape down the left side of your body. Some might go so far to pick up the left foot and cross it over the right foot. So you're crossed legs, but your legs are still long. Where's your attention now? Have you floated away? How are those waves? Have things settled or still really busy? Keep choosing to be here. Feel your body. Last minute here. There are 5 more breaths. So maybe you just keep your eyes closed and you start to walk your upper body out of this and then your lower body back to center. But we keep on going now to the other side. So the feet go first, lower body first, then the upper body shifts to the left, looking to create that lateral stretch down the right side of your body. Maybe the right ankle crosses over the left for a little more sensation, and maybe not. Just over a minute to go. 5 more breaths. Last 2 are deep and full. And then let's leave this last lateral stretch behind so the upper body comes back to neutral. So do the legs, so that the whole length of your spine is now just one long line, softening into your mat. We're going to step our feet onto our mats, hug our knees into our chests to release. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little roll side to side. So we need one more back bend here. So when you're ready, you'll plant your feet on your mat. You'll grab your block for supported bridge. So we want to bring that block just under the lowest part of our back, our sacrum. This is a back bend, but when you're nearing the end of the practice, it's supposed to be kind of a nice, juicy, supported, kind of a gift to that lower back. So right where we've done a lot of work is where we now release. There are 3 sides of a block. The tall side, it might not feel great here. There's a second side, that's what I choose. And then there's a flat side that might be more than enough for some. So you choose what side works for you. Let your hips drop. Let your knees do what they want, sway in, sway out. There's no work there. Let's get a little upper body stretch here. So with a breath, take your arms up over your head. Let your shoulders melt, the backs of your hands touch the mat. And we just breathe here. If you're drifting, where did you drift to? Notice that place. Deepen your next breath. Return to this place. So where our back bend ends is where our forward bend's going to begin. So your arms are going to sweep back down by your sides. So your arms are pressing into your mat. Your shoulders are too. And then you're going to lift your right foot off your mat, bring it towards the ceiling. Then you'll bring your left foot up. So now your feet are above your heart. So I'm going to give you options because this is a big forward bend. It's called plow. It's called snail and yin. You could stay here. You're more in like a halfway lift. Or you could pop your hips up off your block. You can bring your feet up over your head. It's sort of like, I don't know, something that some love to eat and others despise, right? It's something that can feel really great or can actually bring a lot of anxiety to some. If there's pressure in your face, your eyes, it means come out. It does not mean stay. So we're stretching out the shoulders again. If you have your feet over your head, you'll feel this in the backs of the legs too. If you choose to bring your feet over your head, make sure your hands are back on your mat and you're using your shoulders, your arms, so that you're not collapsing into your neck. We're not going to be in this one long, about 60 more seconds. About 30 seconds, 5 breaths. So my plows, if you're with your feet over your head, bring your hands to your lower back. We go up before we come down, so your feet go back up. Everyone that have their legs in the air, slowly begin to drop those knees towards your chest, roll in, and then drop the feet down, roll out. My bridges that stay down, if the block's still under you, lift your hips, pull it out, and then everybody together, hug your knees into your chest. So the final manipulation of that spine is our twist. So it's a simple twist to finish. So the knees stay where they are. We open our arms wide, about shoulder height. You let your knees fall to the right, as your hips might shift a bit to the left for extra space. Maybe your right hand comes to rest on your left thigh, just to encourage the knees to come together. When you're ready, switch sides, Follow your breath out with an inhale, twisting to the other side as you exhale. Don't leave just yet. Notice where you are. Take a breath. Just stay another 5 breaths. Deepen the last 2 breaths. And then let the next breath carry your knees back up. A final squeeze in, knees to chest, wrap your arms around yourself. Maybe lift your head, your shoulders tuck in. Take one big breath in. The hug of gratitude, thank that body. And now we rest. Let the legs go long, let the palms turn up. We give the body full permission to do absolutely nothing at all but breathe. Notice your breath. Hear the room. Hear outside the room. Awakening to what's next. Take your time, never rush. Maybe small movements, deeper breaths. When you do feel ready, you'll just bend your knees and plant your feet back on your mat. Maybe a stretch overhead with your arms reaching through your fingers. And then rolling to one side and just resting your head on your own arm. Take a moment there, a breath or two. And then with your eyes still closed, press up to seated and join me with your hands at your heart. A moment to notice you. How are you? And then just one big breath in together. Exhale it out. And together we say Namaste. And good night, everyone. Take your time getting up.